we welcome you live to West Mesa High School as we kick off the 2026 APS Metro Tournament. 64 games, 5 days. ProView Sports will have coverage of boys and girls basketball games across the Albuquerque metro area. Nick Nunez alongside former All-American Steve Davis. Steve, one of the best matchups on the boys' side of the bracket is right here at West Mesa High School. We've got La Cueva taking on Hobbs. La Cueva 7-2 on the season. They're coming off 2 losses in a tournament out in Denver, but this La Cueva team is undefeated against New Mexico competition. They're led by senior Hunter Butler, 17 points, 7 rebounds. This is a La Cueva team that defends and rebounds really well, Steve.
Well, plus they have other parts. I mean, you know, they got Brantliff, you know, that is a great guard, upcoming guard, and then they also have Sanchez, and he's like an unsung hero. He has a good game, big guy. So they're basically what I'm saying. They have inside, outside, and they like to get up and down a little bit.
Yeah. And the defense, Steve, like we talked about, La Cueva through 9 games this season, holding teams to 50 points per game. You got to think some of that is assistant coach Travis Julian. All the success that he had at Los Lunas and Manzano has really brought a defensive identity to this team.
Yes, they have, and you know, you think of defense, Travis Julian bringing now, you think of offense, and La Cueva always had offense, so they're even more consistent on both ends of the court.
And the Hobbs Eagles travel north. They're 11-2 on the season, coming off a 55-44 loss to Odessa Permian. But Hobbs also undefeated against New Mexico competition. They won the Hobbs Holiday Tournament over Albuquerque High. They've got some quality wins over Centennial, Sandia. You were speaking with Coach Ross before the game. This is a Hobbs team that's going to be ready to play.
Well, they lost that first opener, and I was joking with him a little bit, you know, because I'm from Clovis, and I didn't have a great history against Hobbs. They beat me every time. They're 6-0 against my Clovis Wildcats when I played. So, and the way they beat us, I still remember. I can't get over those losses. But Coach Ross was saying, you know, I said, you went under the radar when you lost that first game, and then they wheeled off, I think, 8 games or so, 7 or 8 games. And then they just lost last week. And he said yes. And so he says he's got them playing. They're young and going to be better at each time they play.
The big man for Hobbs, Malachi David, 15 points, 8 rebounds per game, a player to watch. It's the number 3 team in Class 5A, La Cueva, taking on the number 6 team in Class 5A, Hobbs, in the first round of the APS Metro Tournament. Tip-off action coming your way in just a moment here on Game Vision.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number 1. Cover it with green stuff, 1 scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number 1. Cover it with green stuff, 1 scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number 1. Cover it with green stuff, 1 scoop is not enough.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
For certified collision and body repair, visit the experts at CarCrafters. 5 locations in Albuquerque and Rio Rancho. Visit carcrafters.com.
CarCrafters, it's like it never happened.
4 or 5 generations, we've been building New Mexico. That history is in every repair we make. Today, we're United Plumbing LLC. We're still local, still family owned. That means professional expertise. and knowing you'll always get honest service from a skilled technician. We're committed to doing the right thing for our neighbors. That's the United Way. Call United Plumbing today for your free quote.
We welcome you live to West Mesa High School as we announce the starting lineups for our opening round game of the APS Metro Tournament. The Hobbs Eagles will take on the La Cueva Bears. We'll pause for the national anthem. Be right back.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent.
Welcome back to West Mesa High School again as we announce the starting lineups. First for the La Cueva Bears, they are in blue. The starters are going to be Drew Bramlett, JoJo Sanchez, Hunter Butler, Tony Trujillo, Peyton Fuller. Steve, you've seen La Cueva a couple times this season. A big win over Volcano Vista earlier in the year. They also defeated Cleveland in the championship game of the Phil Griego Invitational. Coach Arell, Coach Julian has this team. They have this team clicking on all cylinders.
Yes, he does. I tell you what, like we said, defense and offense, they're, that's why they're rated so high. Went up to Denver, was competitive. But this is a team to be reckoned with all year. And then, Hobbs, tradition, you think of, the state champion banners and all the wins at Ralph Tasker Stadium.
Yeah, 17 state championships for the Hobbs Eagles program. Their head coach, Ronald Ross, was part of 3 of them, the 4-peat that the Eagles had between 1998 and 2001. He won 3 of them. The starters for Hobbs, it's going to be Braddock Beatty, Malachi David, Lyric Soria, Josiah Clay, and Javen Hernandez. Eagles wearing right, going right to left. Bears wearing blue, going left to right. Your officials for tonight's game, Roberto Torres, Jarrell Mirabal, and Jason Hanley. Tip will be between Hunter Butler for La Cueva and Josiah Clay for Hobbs. It's the first of 2 games here tonight at West Mesa High School. We'll have Rio Rancho taking on West Mesa in the nightcap. Maloney throws the tip. It's controlled by La Cueva. Goes to Fuller. 1-2 step. The layup is good.
I tell you what, great quick step by Fuller. And, his granddad was a Chester Fuller, and that's a move that he'll be proud of right there.
Ball goes to Soria at the top of the wheel, guarded by Butler. Soria, the pump fake on Butler. This is a Hobbs team that struggled to score the basketball against Odessa Permian on Saturday. 44 points for the Eagles, just could not manufacture a lot of offense.
Being very patient right now.
Ball goes to Clay in the left corner. Missed it back iron. Rebound secured by Drew Bramlett. Bears look to push. That's Trujillo on the left wing. Crosses over on Beatty. Brings it back out. Finds Butler. Butler is going to be called for traveling. The ball will go back to Hobbs.
A little anxious right there, and a good defense by Hobbs Eagle.
Lyric Soria will bring it across the timeline for Hobbs. Soria, 14.6 points per game on the season for the Eagles. We mentioned him and Malachi David are the guys to watch. David is actually not in the starting lineup as Soria's three misses front iron. Rebound JoJo Sanchez.
Boy, he definitely has got the green light because he was in NBA range on that one.
Fuller in the right corner, guarded by Josiah Clay. Trujillo not accounted for, blocked at the rim. Meeting him there was Javen Hernandez. And it's going to be a baseline inbounds for La Cueva. You see Malachi David on the end of the bench for Hobbs. He's 15 points, 8 rebounds per game. As Sanchez catches underneath, the layup was too strong. Rebound Lyric Soria.
Great defense by Hobbs on that possession.
Eagles got to get a quality shot here as Clay drives inside on Trujillo, kicks it back to Adarius Proby. Clay in the left corner. Spins inside. The layup rejected, but a foul is called.
Tell you what, great weak side help by Sanchez, but the foul was called before the defensive block.
And I like that possession, Steve, for Hobbs. Their first two possessions, they settled for three-pointers there. Clay does a good job of attacking the basket, getting to the free throw line.
You know, a great point right there is, you know, I don't – they got to attack the interior of La Cueva. They want to get those bigs in foul trouble.
Clay gets the first free throw. Josiah Clay, senior 6'2", 10.3 points per game, 4 rebounds per game for the Eagles. Clay gets 1 of 2. Sanchez pulls down the rebound. 2-1 La Cueva as we approach the 6-minute mark of the first.
A little trapping zone.
Bramlett will fire from the corner and connect.
And that'll get you out of that zone quick with Bramlett hitting the outside. We called his name out in the beginning, and he steps up on his first shot.
Clay drives inside, kicks for 3. Javen Hernandez missed back iron. Offensive rebound goes to the Eagles. Beatty comes off the handoff, guarded by Hunter Butler. Hobbs looking for their first field goal of the game. That's a steal by Drew Bramlett, and here come the Bears. Fuller runs the floor and scores the layup on the assist from Drew Bramlett.
Great unselfish play, good find by Bramlett.
He's all over the floor right now for La Cueva, Steve. Bramlett's got a 3, a steal, and an assist. As Clay, the hesitation move. Nice pass inside for Hernandez, blocked by Fuller. Bears look to run again. They got numbers, 3-on-2. Butler kicks it, Bramlett, right corner, puts it on the deck. Pro hop. Butler underneath, the pump fake. A lot of contact, and a foul is called.
Well, one thing about La Cueva, the unselfish play, they find that open man and they give the ball to whoever's hot.
This is a La Cueva team that's been off for 2 weeks too, Steve. Their last game was December 20th. They played in that tournament up in Denver, lost to a really good team from Kansas.
And that's what Coach Ross talked about. You know, he's hoping that they might have a little bit of rust, but so far, no rust. I mean, it's 9-1, and is that?
Hunter Butler cashes in the free throw. C.J. Johnson, the sophomore, will check in for La Cueva.
I tell you what, Johnson comes into the game, and I'm just saying, instant offense. It's just amazing. He can shoot the ball, and he's not intimidated to come off the bench firing.
41% three-point shooter. The runner in the lane for Adarius Proby rims out. Bramlett pushes up the floor, picked up by Beatty. Attacks the basket mid-lane, fades away and scores. Drew Bramlett, 5 points in the first quarter. La Cueva up 11-1, 4:47 left in quarter number 1. We'll be right back.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com. We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. For over 20 years, Everguard Roofing and Solar has been committed to customer service. Locally owned and operated, Everguard offers both commercial and residential roofing and solar services. For more info, please call 505-821-9543. Everguard Roofing and Solar are proud supporters of ProView Sports Network and New Mexico Youth Athletics.
I might not be in the cage as much anymore. Just like riding a bicycle, I can pick up the fight from where I left off.
Welcome back to West Mesa High School. 4:47 left in the first quarter. La Cueva leads Hobbs 11-1. Steve, a much-needed timeout for the Eagles. If you're Coach Ross, what'd you tell your team?
Well, I'll tell you what, just look at the scoreboard, relax a little bit, and finish strong. But, La Cueva changes up their defense, 1-3-1. And
Soria fires, missed it back iron. Offensive rebound for Clay, and Clay's going to go to the line. Josiah Clay has been the guy making things happen for the Eagles early in this first quarter. His second trip to the free throw line has attacked the basket well.
The thing I miss when Hobbs is here, their band's not here.
Yeah.
They got one of the best pep bands in the state, and just kind of miss that right now.
Man, when they come to the pit, Steve, they make that atmosphere electric. As Clay gets both, 11-3, approaching the midway point of the first.
Both teams in the zone, 2-3 zone right here, and this leaves shooters open. They reverse the ball, and somebody will be wide open.
Jadarius Lowe is in for Hobbs, as is Adrian Mora.
Here it is.
Cross-court pass to Butler, and that one was blocked out of the air by Adrian Mora.
Mora came from nowhere. He got that, and that's a hard guy to block.
Sideline. Got the New Mexico Highlands coaching staff in attendance here in the first round of the APS Metro Tournament. See Zach Setembre right across from us here.
And Mike Dominguez is here from northern New Mexico.
A couple players to watch from both teams as Bramlett drives inside. Man, Steve, he is on a mission tonight. 7 points in the first quarter.
Well, he's such a heady player, and he's playing so much under control, and his confidence level is at a very high level. Here comes Butler. Watch out. Showtime.
Butler on the breakaway, and that one was stripped going up. Count it, +1 for Hunter Butler. And we almost had a Everguard Roofing and Solar top 10 play of the week there, Steve.
We almost. And he's fortunate to, he got the shooter's touch on that.
Hunter Butler, a 59% free throw shooter on the season for La Cueva. Gets there quite a bit, leads the team in free throw attempts with 44 on the season. Misses the and one free throw. 15-3 La Cueva. 3.5 minutes in the first.
Well, this trap is extended right here, and how quick was that? Watch out again.
Butler on the steal, slows down. He's going to be called for traveling.
Yeah, a little quick, too many steps.
Maybe a jump stop there, Steve. This La Cueva defense has forced around 4 turnovers already here in this first quarter. Hobbs playing on their back heels a little bit. Lowe across half court, finds Clay, middle of the floor. Back to Lowe. Again, Hobbs still looking for their first field goal. There's Clay inside, the pro hop, and he gets 2.
I'll tell you what, much needed basket, a timely basket, cuts the lead to 10. And
Bramlett to the cup, count it, +1 for Drew Bramlett.
He is so confident right now going downhill. Made an acrobatic shot.
9 first quarter points for the junior Drew Bramlett. Came into the game averaging 7.2 points per game, 1.8 assists. He's already over his season average, Steve, and I just admire the aggression, man. Like you said, the poise and the balance that he's playing with tonight. As Bramlett becomes our first double-figure scorer with 10, the Bears lead by 13 early. Beatty, hesitation dribble, back to Soria.
back to man, and let's see if they're not running any offense. Kind of messed them up a little bit.
Justice French is in for Hobbs. Soria hesitates, back to Beatty. Soria will have a corner 3. That one missed long. Rebound, Kobe Cooper for La Cueva. Pass up to C.J. Johnson. Sanchez has it left corner. He'll fire and miss front iron. Rebound goes to Jadarius Lowe. The Eagles look to run. Beatty, crossover dribble, pulls up at the elbow, missed it short. Sanchez secures the rebound, but a steal by Beatty. Beatty, the Euro, off the window.
Great move right there, and again, much-needed basket.
Hobbs cuts the lead to 11 inside 2 minutes in the first quarter.
Yeah, there's mismatch. See if Sanchez gets the ball down on the blocks a little bit. Pick and roll for Bratliff.
Bramlett pulls back, fires. That shot rims out. Rebound Adrian Mora for Hobbs. Beatty at the volleyball line. Back to Soria. Hobbs looks like they're going to play without Malachi David tonight as Beatty stops and pops from the top of the key. Missed it front iron. And the Eagles can't buy a basket from the outside, Steve.
Well, a lot of that's because of the great defense they're going against. And I'll tell you what, 18 points with 1 minute and 18 seconds left. Very impressive for La Cueva Bears.
Timeout, La Cueva, 18-7 Bears. We'll be right back.
I might not be in the cage as much anymore. Just like riding a bicycle, I can pick up the fight from where I left off. I'm not some slick-haired outsider posing with borrowed gloves. I grew up here. New Mexico is in my blood. I'm a New Mexican fighting for other New Mexicans. I'm Adam Oki. I'll be your champion in the courtroom.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German Car Maintenance and...
1:18 left in the first quarter. The Bears with a big 11-point lead early as Colin Orell has checked in for La Cueva, as has Chase Roberts.
They're going deep into their bench right now.
No starters on the floor for La Cueva as Cooper's 3 missed back iron. Orell, the putback, won't go, and Clay had it for a moment. It's finally secured by Adrian Mora inside the final minute of the first. Hobbs wants to get this lead inside 10. Clay on a mission to the rim, finishes with the finger roll.
No denying him. He was determined when he crossed the half-court line.
7 points for Josiah Clay. Hobbs cuts the lead to 9. Johnson pressured by Beatty, drives inside. The runner blocked by Beatty. Johnson gets it back. He's in trouble on the baseline and finds Cooper. Orell on the right wing.
Great ball movement right now.
Back cut inside. The pass too strong for Chase Roberts. Orell saves it, and La Cueva retains possession.
Great hustle.
That's a corner 3 for Matty Martin. It won't go. Beatty secures the rebound. Shot was blocked as time expires. So Hobbs was down, 18-3, Steve. They kind of closed the quarter on a 6-0 run, give themselves a little momentum going into the second.
Well, they're going to need a lot more momentum going into that second.
It's a 9-point lead for La Cueva. Second quarter action coming your way in just a moment on Game Vision.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German Car Maintenance and Repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com.
Turbo Threads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sports shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. Turbo Threads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for Turbo Threads.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gala Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66, Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
Hi, my name.
Welcome back to West Mesa High School. About to start the second quarter of play in our first round APS Metro Tournament game between La Cueva and Hobbs. The Bears lead it 18-9. Nick Nunez alongside former Lobo Steve Davis. It'll be Hobbs basketball to start the second.
We got this 1-3 starting out in this beginning of the second quarter.
Kicks to Soria, and traveling going to be called on the Eagles. You talked about it, Steve. I mean, Coach Arell, Coach Julian changing defenses on Hobbs, never giving them the same look.
And they got the starters back in, and the Eagles really got to tighten down right here to stop another run here in the second half. A little high-low and missed pass by Sanchez.
Beatty takes it away. He's picked up by Fuller full court. Beatty gets the screen from Mora. A little pick and roll. Kicks Soria. Left corner three is good. Lyric Soria trims the lead to 6 for Hobbs.
Much needed 3 right there. And guess what? 2-possession game, 6 points. Hobbs right back into it.
Hobbs has slowly gotten back into the game. You can see the defensive energy for the Eagles is picked up a little bit.
Not a lot of movement by La Cueva. They're running this, trying to get it down the blocks to Butler.
Fuller on the right wing. Butler at the block, working on Hernandez. Picks up his dribble. He'll fade away and miss it short. Rebound, Braddock Beatty.
And here comes Hobbs. Let's see if they take it all the way.
Beatty
pulls it out.
Jump stops, finds Soria. Beatty has it right wing, picked up by Sanchez. Drives inside, the pump fake. Little runner is short. Rebound, JoJo Sanchez.
Sanchez might got a little piece of it going the way up.
Trujillo, the hesitation dribble, and a non-shooting foul called on Hobbs. That one's going to go on Lyric Soria. First team foul of the second quarter. C.J. Johnson will replace JoJo Sanchez for La Cueva. Bears only knocked down 1 3-pointer in that first quarter. It was Drew Bramlett as he catches here on the inbounds, attacks inside, steps back at the elbow, and missed it front iron. Rebound, Javen Hernandez. Clay crosses over on Trujillo. Reach and foul called on La Cueva. It'll go on Trujillo. Seems like La Cueva's offense has stalled out a little bit, Steve. They haven't scored since maybe late in that first quarter.
Well, they subbed, remember, and they subbed 5 in, and they've been a little bit flat.
Clay finds Hernandez late on the count. It was blocked by Trujillo. Ball will go to La Cueva. 6:09 to play in the second.
Great block by Trujillo. He gets a block and gets sent to the bench. Not just joking.
In comes Colin Arell.
Well, he's playing a lot of people. It's a tournament, 4 games in 5 days, excuse me. Played Tuesday and Wednesday and Friday and Saturday. A lot of basketball to be played this week.
They say this is as close to the state tournament as you can get in terms of the timing of games. So it's a good early season test for both of these teams. As Hobbs has cut the lead to 6, Butler crosses over, kicks Arell, left corner 3, missed it long. And a rebound by Chase Roberts goes to C.J. Johnson at the top of the key. No, the Bears ice cold from 3. Clay drives inside, has it poked away by Colin Arell. Bears push it the other way in transition. Clay stops the ball. Butler with it, left corner in front of the Hobbs bench. Finds C.J. Johnson in the short corner, back to Cooper. Johnson puts it on the deck, drives baseline, finds a cutting Butler, and he's fouled going up.
You like that strong move to the basket right there. And again, unselfish play by La Cueva. Great ball movement. Hobbs might be getting a little tired. Look at their hands on the knees right now.
Josiah Clay, Lyric Soria, those guys have been in for most of the ball game for Hobbs as Butler misses the front end of 2. Darius Proby checks in. Sorry, Steve, go ahead.
As I say that, Hobbs substitutes in right now. So
Coach Ross getting Josiah Clay a much-needed breather as Butler goes 1 for 2. Cueva now 3 for 5 from the charity stripe. That's an area they can improve. 60% free throw shooting team, and they shoot a lot of free throws.
That's their first point, right, in this quarter?
It is. It is. They've been stuck on 18 for a while. As the handoff goes to Beatty. Hernandez gets it to Jadarius Lowe, and that's going to be a turnover on Hobbs. See, the Eagles have gotten some other guys involved. Lyric Soria's hit a 3. Braddock Beatty had a nice drive to the basket at the end of the first quarter. But both teams in somewhat of an offensive stalemate just past the 5-minute mark of the second. Bramlett guarded by Beatty.
Both teams playing great defense right now. I mean, they're, Cueva went on that little run, and since that run, they haven't had any continuity in their offense.
Great ball movement for the Bears as Johnson missed front iron from the left corner. And the shooting struggles for LaCueva continue as that's a steal for Johnson. All the way to the rack. He's fouled. Count it. +1 for C.J. Johnson.
I talked about him earlier. I mean, that just shows his, concentration is a bit.
And LaCueva, a team that was also struggling from the field, uses defense to create some offense. C.J. Johnson in transition, scores at the rim. He'll get one more.
And this is what LaCueva can do. They can score in bunches. They have the talent and ability. And Roberts with a great rebound, and go ahead and finish that.
Roberts back to Bramlett. Drives inside, had it stripped by Beatty. Hobbs on the move. Beatty on Fuller. The runner misses back iron. The tip in for Adrian Mora. Crawled on the top of the rim and then rolled out. Touchdown pass to Chase Roberts, the assist to Peyton Fuller.
I tell you what, Fuller rewards Roberts for running, and Roberts does a good job of finishing LaCueva at its best.
The Bears push the lead back to double digits at 11 as Hernandez stops his dribble, hands it off to Lowe. LaCueva's defense has really anchored in. You can see the energy that Fuller's playing with right there as Johnson nearly picked Soria's pocket, but a foul is called. It'll be the second team foul on the Bears. And, Steve, given how hard LaCueva plays on defense, the pressing, the trapping, the energy, they only have 2 team fouls. This is a very disciplined defensive team.
Well, that's, what Travis Julian brings. They move with, their feet are active, and they play the passing lane so well.
Checking in for Hobbs is Jalen Sanders. That's a drive inside for Proby. Layup was too strong off the backboard. Bramlett in transition. The Euro at the rim. Missed it long. Rebound Josiah Clay. Beatty near half court. Comes off the Proby pick on the left wing, guarded by Peyton Fuller. It's a Hobbs offense that has stalled out since Lyric Soria's corner 3 early in the quarter. Clay's going to get the screen from Adrian Mora. Spins on Chase Roberts, steps back, long 2, missed it back iron. Rebound Chase Roberts, and a rebound foul called on Hobbs.
Hobbs just can't get a basket. They're getting looks. They just can't.
They've gone through most of the game like this, Steve. Josiah Clay leads them with 7 points. You got Lyric Soria knocking down a left corner 3, and Braddock Beatty has been aggressive going to the basket. He just hasn't seen shots fall. We talked about scoring being a problem for the Eagles, at least in their last couple games. They had 44 against Permian, only 41 against Albuquerque High in the championship game of the Hobbs Holiday Tournament last Wednesday. As Fuller feeds Sanchez on the baseline, we're going to have a pushing foul called on Adrian Mora, and that's going to send JoJo Sanchez to the charity stripe for 2. Sanchez, a 70% free throw shooter, 7 of 10 on the season. First one for Sanchez is good. Lead 24-12, 2:37 to play in the second.
Eric's doing a great job. As I said, he's playing a lot of people, knowing it's a 4-day tournament. And if they keep on the lead, they'll play the winner of West Mesa and Rio Rancho.
The number 1 team in Class 5A, the Rio Rancho Rams, 9-0 on the season. As Beatty crosses over on Cooper, drives the paint. The left-handed runner rims in for Braddock Beatty. 25-14. Fuller to the cup, spins, and it rims out. Nice job by Peyton Fuller finding the angle. Couldn't get it to go. As Clay hesitates and then crosses over on Butler. His floater wouldn't go off the mark. Peyton Fuller gets on the floor. We're going to have a held ball. Possession arrow points towards La Cueva. It was 18-9 at the quarter break. Right now 25-14, low-scoring quarter for both teams. Matty Martin checks in for La Cueva. He'll dribble it across the timeline for the Bears against Lyric Soria. Sanchez catches volleyball line, looks Fuller's way. Cooper on the right wing, right corner kick to Martin. Corner 3 ball is good for Matty Martin.
Well, that was great ball movement right there. Now it extends that lead to 14, and Hobbs needs a basket.
Soria is going to go to the line. He penetrates, gets hit going up on the pull-up jumper. Only the second made 3 of the half for La Cueva. The only other one was Drew Bramlett in the first quarter. The Bears have not shot great from 3, but they've done other things really well. Their defense has really set the tone here in this first half. Free throw for Soria is good. Soria gets both. The lead 28-16. If you're Hobbs, Steve, try to get it under 10 going into the half, right?
Exactly.
Beatty.
Single digits.
Single digits. As Beatty catches left corner, back to Soria. Missed it, front iron, rebound, Matty Martin. Errant pass to Fuller. He ends up with it. Looking for Butler underneath. Fuller gets it back, wraparound pass, but he stepped out of bounds. Ball back to Hobbs.
You know, definitely La Cueva's been really controlling the momentum. They kind of go, you know, they play great defense and they attack when the possibility is there. Very disciplined team.
Beatty on the right wing has it taken away by Jordan Mates. Fuller on the breakaway, the reverse no. Butler's follow is short. Clay pulls it down for Hobbs. Inside 40 seconds in the first half.
Let's see if they're going to hold up or going to attack. They're going to attack.
Clay hesitates on Fuller, scoops it with the left hand and scores.
Tell you what, he's an offensive presence, isn't he? I mean, he really is, you know, really put most of the points on the board for Hobbs.
9 points for Josiah Clay. The lead is 10 for La Cueva. Inside 20 seconds. Martin left wing.
Got one shot. Let's see who they're going to get it to. See if they get it down on the blocks. They got what they want. Can he finish?
Butler works inside, gets 2 off the window through contact. Hunter Butler puts up the 30th point of the half for La Cueva. And like you mentioned, Steve, the Bears dominant on the defensive end. They've gotten a couple guys going like Butler and Drew Bramlett. They look really good going into the half.
Very, very impressive first half. A lot of players got to play for La Cueva. Let's see how they come out in the second. Hobbs needs to regroup and find something very positive in that first 5 minutes of the third quarter.
Your halftime score, La Cueva leads Hobbs 30-18 in the first round of the APS Metro Tournament. Let's take a look at the Everguard Roofing and Solar top 10 plays of the week.
Pulled up the court. Santi Steven feeds Decker. Decker feeds the baskets. Blake's on him. Steps up for the tie. He's got it. Dylan Lansing 29 points.
Limiting Volcano to one shot when that now the defense Tennessee's picking up, and watch out. Showtime.
Boom! Goes David Lund.
Ended up losing by 1 or 2, I believe, at the end. But it was a packed gym that night to watch these Rams.
On a lob upstairs, it's showtime early. It's Bynum to Richardson. It.
On the double, out to Brent.
Wow! For 3! Rips the cords! Sachivi.
11-12 games on their schedule. Not the Rams. Ahead of the pack to Moomin. Omer with a two-hand hammer.
That got the fans going right now.
He's got Lund behind him, though, and David Lund steals it right back away. He's got Koenigsberg in front of him, and David Lund with the hammer.
Here it is.
Gotta get it up for the lead. Yeah. He's buried it! Christopher Justice from the Rams Athletic Center logo. Able to get through it. Marcos Chavez back into it and loses that ball. BJ Branzer tried to pass it. Some Globetrotter stuff right there.
Richardson's man, let him go.
Here we go. Richardson working downhill. Drive, gathers, scores!
Oh, what a big time bucket! Lund, it'll count if it goes. It's no good! And the Rio Rancho Rams win it on a Caden Richardson layup.
We're 8-0, we're only 8 games in, and this team's going to get better. That's the fun part.
Welcome back to West Mesa High School. Your halftime score, La Cueva leads Hobbs 30-18 in the first round of the APS Metro Tournament. This is your Jungle Jam halftime show. I'm Nick Nunez, joined by Northern New Mexico men's basketball coach Mike Dominguez. Coach, you're telling me your team's coming off a road trip. Tell us how the Eagles are doing so far.
Yeah, we, anytime you get games after Christmas break, you're always a little bit nervous. I think we had, 8 days off, so you're just getting those 2 games, especially before conference, is big. And we went to go play Colorado Christian and Colorado Mines, who I'm familiar with from my time at Highlands and RMAC. And, 2 good teams. Mines, obviously, they've been in the national tournament 15 years in a row and been one of the dominant teams in the RMAC every year. So it was good for us to go out and play, and played Christian well. We were up by 2 with about 13 minutes left. They ended up going on a big run. I think it was like a 16-0 run, and that kind of made that was kind of the game there. And then the next day at Mines, we played well. We were up 1 with 3 minutes left. Ended up losing, but played really well. So it was good to get those, little bit of rust out from Christmas break and get ready for the conference season now coming up.
Speaking with Northern New Mexico men's basketball coach Mike Dominguez. Coach, we were talking about some of the New Mexico guys that you got on your team. Former Capitol High star TJ Sanchez, former Volcano Vista star Jaquan Hill. Talk to us a little bit about some of the New Mexico guys that play for you.
Yeah, people on these from ProView and that watch, and people that follow us. I like to recruit New Mexico kids, man. That's kind of what my niche is, and what I enjoy. Obviously, being from New Mexico helps. When I was able to get Jaquan and TJ to come with me from Highlands, it was really big for our team and our program. TJ just got back now at break. He's played 3 games. I think he's had 28, 33, 22 points in those 3 games. So he's a big part of our team and what we're going to do going forward. Obviously, Jaquan won a state championship, was Gatorade Player of the Year at Volcano, and those 2 guys just bring a lot of stability to our program. Along with some of the other New Mexico kids we have Adam Montoya from St. Mike's, who plays for us, the Eagles Sharp from La Cueva that plays for us. Jordan Duda from Espanola Valley High School that plays for us. So we recruit New Mexico kids, and when I recruit them, I expect them to come in and play for us and contribute. And so we're excited. That's why I'm here at these games, and anytime I can get out and watch these guys, it's good for me as well.
Coach, you're in your first season as head coach at Northern New Mexico. You were the head coach at New Mexico Highlands for nearly a decade. What's your vision for this program going forward?
Just continue to grow it. Northern New Mexico is a fairly new program. I think it started a basketball program. I think it was in 2008. So we're less than 20 years with a program, and that's not a long time in the college world, you know. So we're still continuing to grow and develop. Like anything, you got to have continuity. I think that's the biggest thing, and that's what I hope to bring, and hopefully I can bring, guys that want to be there. New Mexico kids, I think, is a big part of that, because I think, from my time at Highlands, I've shown that we could get them to not just come but also stay, which is a big deal, especially in the transfer world that we live in. And then obviously go out and, we still have to recruit, nationally, and we will. But it's going to be a day-by-day process, but I think we're heading in the right direction, and the group we have now is guys that I've really enjoyed.
That is Northern New Mexico men's basketball coach Mikey Dominguez. Coach, thanks for being with us tonight.
I appreciate it. Thank you all for all you guys do.
That was your Jungle Jam halftime show. La Cueva leads Hobbs 30-18. Third quarter action coming your way after this commercial break. And we're back here at West Mesa High School, starting the second half of play. La Cueva leads Hobbs 30-18, and Nick Nunez alongside former All-American Steve Davis. Soria's left wing three missed back iron. Fuller secures the rebound for the Bears. Trujillo across the timeline, muscles his way inside, finds Fuller, who attacks the paint. Dump-off pass for Sanchez, and he gets 2.
Well, I'll tell you what, you know, La Cueva, you expect good things to come out and whatever. They had a great pep talk. I don't think Oriole liked the energy that they came out with.
They're sharing the ball well early as the ball goes inside to Hernandez off the window. 32-20, 7-minute mark of the third. Shovel pass to Fuller. Soria saves it. Hernandez passes it to Beatty. Beatty, left side layup won't go. Bramlett secures the rebound. Bears in transition. Trujillo looking for Butler. Hernandez got his hand on it, saved it right to Trujillo, and Trujillo's going to go to the line. Coach Arell was fired up about something. I think I heard him say, go get the loose ball. Trujillo to the free throw line. He is scoreless tonight. Trujillo 8 points per game for the Bears. Gets his first point at the charity stripe. Bears were 4 for 8 in the first half, now 5 for 9. And Trujillo's free throw rims out, 33-20. Soria at half court, picked up by Trujillo. Finds Josiah Clay. He was the high man for Hobbs in that first half. Foul's going to be called on JoJo Sanchez.
Yeah, that was an interesting call right there. I had an eye's view on it.
Foul's going to be called on the Bears. First team foul of the third. Hobbs has to find a way to manufacture some consistent offense. It was coming in spurts. You had Beatty with 4, Clay with 9, Soria with 5. As Clay drives, rejected by Sanchez, he stepped out of bounds. The ball will stay with Hobbs. Nothing easy for Hobbs tonight. The Cuevas forced the Eagles into shooting a really low field goal percentage, and they forced a lot of turnovers. Soria to Hernandez. Back to Proby. Low scoring third quarter. It was 30-18 at the break. Hernandez catches high post.
I'll tell you what, Hobbs not moving real like they were earlier.
Soria crossed his over, missed it short. And Fuller looks to push for La Cueva. Pass was tipped back to Sanchez. Chase Roberts in the game for the Bears in the left corner. Back to Bramlett. Bramlett had 10 points in the first, did not score in the second.
We'll see if they go down to Sanchez here.
Fuller on the right wing. Trujillo off the double pick at the top of the key. Drives inside, back to Fuller. Fuller goes baseline, kick out pass to Trujillo. Trujillo through the defense. Lost it, got it back. Shot missed short, rebound Braddock Beatty, and here come the Eagles. Beatty's going to pull it out, 5-minute mark of the third quarter. 13-point lead for La Cueva.
Great patience by Hobbs right there. They want every basket to count, every possession to count.
Clay stops and pops at the elbow.
Got the shot they wanted, just couldn't put it down.
It's been that kind of night for Hobbs. Offense has been hard to come by. Only 20 points for the Eagles through 20 minutes of play. As Trujillo backs it back out. Chase Roberts, top of the wheel, looking for Sanchez inside. Can't find the angle, and it's taken away by Hernandez. Proby in transition, kicks Soria, right corner. 3 is good. Lyric Soria cuts the lead to 10.
I tell you, impressive, right? They're just grinding themselves right back into this game.
And they haven't given up, Steve. They haven't lost their spirit yet as Bramlett attacks, kicks Chase Roberts 3. It rims out, and the rebound goes to Proby.
Well, Hobbs, they're never going to quit. They don't have that kind of mentality. They're going to play 32 minutes.
Clay jab steps on Trujillo. Soria, same spot, same result for Lyric Soria. And Coach Eric Arell wants a timeout. Back-to-back threes for Hobbs. The lead 33-26 La Cueva. We'll be right back.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. For over 20 years, Evergard Roofing and Solar has been committed to customer service. Locally owned and operated, Evergard offers both commercial and residential roofing and solar services. For more info, please call 505-821-9543. Evergard Roofing and Solar are proud supporters of ProView Sports Network and New Mexico Youth Athletics.
I might not be in the cage as much anymore. Just like riding a bicycle, I can pick up the fight from where I left off. I'm not some slick-haired outsider posing with borrowed gloves. I grew up here. New Mexico is in my blood. I'm a New Mexican fighting for other New Mexicans. I'm Adam Oki. I'll be your champion in the courtroom.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Auto.
Got you. Back at West Mesa High School, 33-26 La Cueva. Hobbs on a 6-0 run on 2 threes from Lyric Soria. They've got the lead to single digits. Fuller feeds Butler. Working on Mora. The layup just rimmed out. Rebound Josiah Clay.
Another opportunity for Hobbs. Not what they wanted out of the timeout. Got the look. Butler didn't finish.
Soria's got the hot hand for the Eagles in the third quarter.
You got to find him again. I mean, he's ready. Look at him. He wants to catch and shoot.
Mora's 3 missed front iron. Fuller secures the rebound. Bramlett in and out crossover. Take to the cup. Gets the finger roll.
And he's been quiet since that first quarter.
12 points now for Drew Bramlett, 35-26. Soria, the look away, rejected by Butler. They're going to say that one was on its way up. Goaltending called on La Cueva. Just the leaping ability of Hunter Butler. He can get it done on both ends. Inbound to Roberts, back to Trujillo. The lead 7 for La Cueva. Butler the catch.
Here's where Butler's so tough, that mid-range shot.
Works on Hernandez, gets the teardrop. 9 points in the game for Hunter Butler. Clay.
They called his name twice and he scored on once.
Soria, the step back 3. Missed short. Peyton Fuller the rebound. Go ahead, Steve.
He had to create that shot, and he look at that. Blandler misses, and here's Butler.
Bramlett left it short. Butler cleaned it up. Hunter Butler in double figures now for the Bears with 11. Timeout Hobbs. Feel like momentum's kind of ping-ponged back and forth. Right now, La Cueva has it. They're up 11. We'll be right back.
Turbo Threads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sports shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. Turbo Threads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for Turbo Threads.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gala Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
Hi, my name is David Nieto. I'm the owner of Black & Silver Services. We are an HVAC contractor here in Albuquerque, and we're a proud supporter of ProView Networks. And we do sponsor a lot of kids here in Albuquerque locally, and we're hoping for a great season. If you guys are interested for a free HVAC quote, you can call us
1:48 third quarter. Bears lead by 11. Scoring update from Rio Grande High School. Del Norte leads Albuquerque High 35-27 in the third quarter.
At Albuquerque High.
As that's going to be a Sanders left corner three. Missed everything. Cooper secures the rebound for La Cueva.
Well, Hobbs didn't get what they wanted at the timeout right there.
Trujillo spins in the lane, fades away, left it short. Beatty working on Trujillo. Hesitates, stops and pops mid-range. It rims out. Mora fights for the rebound. And we're going to have a foul called on La Cueva.
That's been the story of Hobbs. I mean, they've gotten great looks. They just have not been able to get it to go down.
It's been Soria, Beatty, Josiah Clay. These guys have taken a lot of shots for Hobbs. Soria's gotten hot in this third quarter. Clay had the hot hand in the first for the Eagles. Hobbs down 11. Beatty crosses over. That's pretty. Just didn't finish. Rebound, Matty Martin. Pass up to Hunter Butler, and he's fouled. Butler tried to go reverse. Mora was there for the block, but a foul is called. This will be Hunter Butler's fourth trip to the line tonight. He's got 11 points. Again, 60% free throw shooter on a high volume of attempts. He's left a few short tonight.
You know, La Cueva's got a lot of weapons. And they just what I like. Oriel, he's developing his bench right now. He's getting them in, getting them some quality time, and that will help him later on in the year.
Roberts replaces Butler for La Cueva. Inside a minute in the third, 12-point lead for the Bears.
Game of momentum's right now. La Cueva back to where they were at halftime.
Soria kicks it to Mora, over to Proby. Inside 40 seconds now. Clay only 2 points since the first quarter. Proby spins inside, kicks Mora left corner. Pass over to Jadarius Lowe. Clay, Trujillo on the block, and Josiah Clay's going to go to the line. Josiah Clay, 3 of 4 from the line tonight. It's his third trip here. First free throw for Clay is good. He's in double figures with 10, trims the lead to 11. And James Yotis, the sports editor for the Albuquerque Journal, also in attendance here at West Mesa High School. He's tweeted out that Malachi David did not dress. It looks like from our vantage point, he is on the bench. And that's 15 points, 8 rebounds for Hobbs. No excuses, Steve. You play with what you got. But you feel like the Eagles miss his presence.
Well, Coach Ross, he's not going to make any excuses. Next man up, and, they're on the road and found a great opponent here in La Cueva.
Eagles down 11 to close the third. Bramlett comes off the Roberts pick, lost the basketball, picks it up looking for Roberts on the roll. Turnover, ball back to Hobbs. Once again, Hobbs finds themselves trying to get it inside single digits to close the quarter.
And that's where they need to be. And then to go on forward, they need to be within 5 points at the 4-minute mark.
Clay will inbound. Soria is fouled by Mattis. La Cueva had one to give. That'll be the fourth team foul. So no more fouls for La Cueva. No Braddock Beatty in the game in now for Hobbs. So you got to think this ball will go either to Clay or Soria. Clay catches the inbound. He's on a full head of steam. Crosses over on Martin. Goes behind his back, lost it, and Hobbs will not get a shot off. 11-point lead for La Cueva going into the fourth. Steve, your thoughts?
Well, right now, a good cut it to 7, but then they let La Cueva get back into it. Do they have one more run into them to cut it and take the lead?
It'll be Hobbs basketball to start the fourth. A 40-29 lead for La Cueva. We'll be right back.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now. Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744. Granite Passion are proud supporters of ProView Sports. They're located at 1309 12th Street Northwest. They're your one-stop shop for granite, quartzite marble, quartz, and install. Most jobs are completed in a single day.
Welcome back to West Mesa High School. Final quarter of our first round game between Hobbs and La Cueva. 11-point lead for the Bears as Beatty stops his dribble in front of the Hobbs bench, finds Clay in the short corner. He's trapped. Soria's 3, missed short. Rebound JoJo Sanchez.
He might have been a little step too far out on that one, and here comes Fuller.
Fuller finds Bramlett underneath, and they're going to call it. We had 2 officials making a different call, but Roberto Torres says that's an and 1. Count the basket for Bramlett.
That was interesting. I've never seen 2 different calls on that.
At the moment, it seemed that way, but the foul was called, and what a play that was for Drew Bramlett. Looked like he was being held, and he had the control on that ball to finish the layup with one hand. Missed the free throw. Bramlett now with 12 points as Proby spins and scores.
Tell you what, he just took that off the dribble, and like I said this earlier, Hobbs is not going to go away. I mean, La Cueva is going to have to make them make mistakes.
Approaching 7 minutes in the fourth, Bramlett finds Fuller on the right wing. Cooper, top of the wheel, guarded by Proby. Sanchez calling for it in the post. Cooper's going to bring it back out. Sanchez hit the high post. Butler wanted it underneath. JoJo Sanchez to the rim, count it, and the foul.
Tell you what, Sanchez doesn't know how good he can be. I mean, that was just a great athletic move right to the rim and back to 13.
6 points for the senior JoJo Sanchez. Second trip to the line. He's 2 for 2. Just the balance that La Cueva has. They got Drew Bramlett in double figures, Hunter Butler in double figures. You got Sanchez chipping in 6. Lead 13 now for La Cueva.
Everybody contributing is what you're saying.
Soria steps back to Proby. As he attacks the basket inside, count it. Foul called on JoJo Sanchez. And a great move by Adarius Proby, 4th point on the night.
Yeah, he challenged him, and, Sanchez just a step slow, and, they're right up in that 10-11. They've been staying right there most of the game. They've cut it to 7 once in that third quarter by the 2 threes.
Yeah. Shot making, Steve. They're going to have to make shots down the stretch. At the end of the day, is we're going to have a lane violation called. And we're going to it's going to be La Cueva basketball. So lane violation was called on Hobbs. The lead is 11 for the Bears. Press offense. Beatty got his hand on it and gets the steal. A foul called on Peyton Fuller. So Hobbs gets a score, gets a steal. They have the ball, a chance to get it within single digits again.
Go back to those layers of the scoreboard.
Clay will inbound. Will catch the inbound, excuse me. Gets the Hernandez screen. Hesitates. Works inside. Kicks it out Hernandez. Proby with it top of the wheel, guarded by Butler. Clay on the left wing. Works on Trujillo. A reach-in foul going to be called on La Cueva. And right now, 3 team fouls on the Bears, Steve. Hobbs' mentality right now, it's attack.
And, the whole game, the refs have been very, great. Called a great game. I mean, as far as, letting the teams play and tempo and all that. Now, that there's going to be a lot more fouling here with 6 minutes left.
Beatty gets the handoff, approaching 6-minute mark, crosses over, hesitates. Runner missed short, but he was bumped by Johnson. And that's going to send Braddock Beatty to the line for Hobbs.
Big free throws for Beatty right here. I mean, cut it to that single digit. You'd like to be around 4 or 5 points at the 4-minute mark.
And already 4 team fouls on La Cueva early in the fourth as Beatty's free throw is good. Beatty now with 5 points on the night for Hobbs.
Single digits. That's right where Hobbs needs to be right now. Now they can see if they got the full court press on. Hadn't had it on most of the game.
Foul called in the backcourt on Proby.
1-1. Excuse me, next one. No, they got 2 more to give, don't they?
3rd team foul on Hobbs.
Well, it's La Cueva that's got 1 more to give. 1 more and they're in bonus.
Matty Martin replaces Colin Orell for La Cueva. Bramlett catches in the backcourt. Guarded by Soria. Johnson, left corner, picked up by Beatty. Matty Martin off the Chase Roberts pick. Butler wants it. Hernandez fronting him in the post.
Tell you what, he's doing a good job any down on the post against Butler. Definitely size advantage La Cueva, but he's making it tough for him to get the ball, Butler to get the ball.
Martin on the left wing, long offensive possession for the Bears. Johnson's right corner 3, missed short. Butler, the putback dunk, jams it with 2 hands.
That's hard to do, what he just did. You know what? He never brought it down. He just went straight back up.
Like a pogo stick, Hunter Butler, 13 points on the night. The lead is 11 for La Cueva, 5:10 to play in the fourth. We'll be right back.
For doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all.
46-35 La Cueva, approaching 5 minutes in the fourth. Time is running out for the Hobbs Eagles as Clay catches left corner. Guarded by Butler. Clay looks to penetrate, crosses over, hesitates, back to Beatty. Beatty has it taken away, and then Clay runs it down in the backcourt. They're going to say he stepped out of bounds, and it's La Cueva basketball. So it's 50-50 balls, Steve. La Cueva's been, by and large, the hungrier team tonight.
Well, they definitely have gotten what they needed from the loose balls. And Butler so far has really done a good job of taking over in the second half. They got the alley-oop and just a little bit too short.
Pass was a little underthrown. Butler had to reach back. It's going to be La Cueva basketball. Baseline inbounds. We mentioned the winner of this one gets the winner of Rio Rancho West Mesa. We'll have that game for you on Game Vision and Comcast Channel 26 as Roberts' 3 missed back iron. But he runs down his rebound. Bramlett's left corner triple. Missed it short. Matty Martin, another offensive rebound. And Johnson's 3.
Too many offensive opportunities right then. Hobbs so fortunate not to not have a score on him.
I think this La Cueva team just kind of wears you down throughout the course of the game, Steve. They play so hard, crashing offensive rebounds, flying around on defense.
Great point, and there's Butler, and he misses a bunny.
Rebound, Adrian Mora. The lead's still 11 for La Cueva. They've kept it there for most of this fourth as Soria attacks. His scoop won't go. Mora's follow crawls over the rim. Bramlett spins in the backcourt. The lob for Butler, and he puts it down with 2 hands.
Unselfish play by Bramlett. Back to 9, right? Or 11.
Soria is fouled. He'll go to line and shoot free throws. But man, Steve, we've been talking about who's going to be our Raising Cane's player of the game. 2 great candidates tonight with Hunter Butler and Drew Bramlett, both in double figures. It was Bramlett early, and then Butler's been real active in the second half. They both have had great nights.
Well, you might just send that out on a text there. Who should I make that decision with? So.
Soria's free throw is good.
You really break this game down. It was 18-3 if I remember correctly, and they cut it to 8, and then 18-9, and then La Cueva couldn't score for the first 3 minutes of that second quarter.
Yeah.
And since then it's been just an even game, really.
I think so, yeah. Hobbs got it to 7 as Bramlett, the 1-2 step down Broadway.
Bramlett's making it tougher. I mean, this could go down to 2 players in the last 3 minutes.
16 points for Drew Bramlett as Sanders' 3 misses long. Rebound Chase Roberts. Martin up to Bramlett. Catches and shoots, missed it back iron. Butler fights for the rebound, saves it, but he stepped out of bounds. 3:17 to play in the fourth. It's a Hobbs team that cut the lead to 7 on back-to-back Lyric Soria 3s in the third quarter. And the Eagles have cut it to 9 here, haven't gotten closer than 7 since. Been playing this game from behind, by and large, by double digits for most of the game. Beatty on the left wing gets the Hernandez screen. Clay wants to penetrate, drives inside, works on Martin, shot misses long, rebound Tony Trujillo, jump ball, and the possession arrow is pointing La Cueva's way. Butler inbounds. Clay goes for the steal. Fuller snatches it. Finds Butler on the press offense. Kick out pass Chase Roberts. Tony Trujillo, the pump fake, stops and pops mid-range. It rims out. Rebound Josiah Clay.
And La Cueva hasn't shot well tonight. I mean, you think about, we're talking about Hobbs they haven't shot well from the outside.
Clay muscles his way to the rim. He was fouled. There's an injured player down on the floor for La Cueva. If I'm correct, looks like it may be Chase Roberts. We're going to take an injury timeout, be right back after these messages.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now. Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744. Granite Passion.
2:38 fourth quarter. La Cueva leads Hobbs 50-38. Nick Nunez alongside former Lobo Steve Davis. Josiah Clay at the line gets the first. Clay with 11 points now for Hobbs. And he gets both.
Do they have a run in them? I mean, it's 2:38. Urgency is the word for Hobbs right now.
10-point lead. The Bears trying to hang on and advance to the winner's side of the bracket, as that's a steal for Hernandez. Pass inside to Clay. The power hop.
3 seconds. Oh, they didn't call it. Got him out.
Soria back to Clay. As Clay drives inside. Reverse layup. It won't go. Clay ends up with it on the offensive rebound, and his putback is short. One more time. It's good.
Yeah, that was 3 offensive boards right there by Clay. And I was going to say, Cueva keeps its composure right here. They got all guards in right now.
Fuller in the corner, back to Trujillo. 2-minute mark of the fourth quarter. Hobbs has trimmed the lead to 8. Mora got a deflection, but it went right to Butler as Bramlett will bring it back out. Cueva has the guard play to take some air out of the basketball.
They definitely do, and timeout by Coach Ariel.
1:49 to play in the fourth. La Cueva, an 8-point lead, trying to hang on. We'll be right back on Game Vision.
Granite Passion are proud supporters of ProView Sports. They're located at 1309 12th Street Northwest. They're your one-stop shop for granite, quartzite marble, quartz, and install. Most jobs are completed in a single day. Give them a call at 505-242-1007. That's 505-242-1007.
West Mesa High School, 1:49 to play, an 8-point lead for La Cueva. Fouls to watch, Hobbs with 4. So the next foul, and La Cueva's shooting free throws. They're going to grab Tony Trujillo.
And La Cueva puts the game away. They hit their free throws. I mean, they're in bonus right now. And everything's got to go right for Hobbs. You know, I mean, just they got to hit their shots here in the last 2 minutes.
It's a guy you don't want to foul here, Steve. Tony Trujillo, 19 of 23, 83%.
And you didn't put the jinx on him either, man. And that's a true shooter right there.
Right. Just testing him. The percentages are very good for Trujillo. He gets the first. And he's been pretty quiet tonight, Steve. I had that as his second point. He's a guy that scores 8 points a game, but he does a lot for this team as he gets both.
Like I said, 10 points can be, it's doable for the Eagles. And they don't have to settle for threes either. They don't have to jack threes at this stage. Just direct line baskets is what they need. There's one right here. Can they make it?
Butler comes over and help and denies Proby. Proby gets it back and scores.
And then here's that Hobbs press. And then here comes Butler. And
errant pass. Butler jumped over a photographer. It was the most exciting thing about that play, as it's still an 8-point lead for the Bears. Soria Crosses over, and he's going to be fouled.
By Butler. Good foul. Well, no, he's going to go to the free throw.
And Soria can sink these and cut it to 6. And Hobbs is one of those teams, Steve, where they anticipate the basketball really well. They play the passing lanes.
Like I said, it can be done. Everything's got to go well for Hobbs, though. I mean, a lot of things going to happen.
Soria 3 for 4 at the line tonight.
And that's one of them. Make the free throw, and
Eagles get the lead to 7. Josiah Clay will come out for this possession for Hobbs. Coach Ross probably going a little offense-defense with Clay and Adrian Mora.
I tell you, I said it earlier, Hobbs grinding this game out. And then right now, nobody going to the ball. And
Butler finds Cooper. Attacked right away by Beatty. Cooper's in trouble, finds Trujillo. Pass to Fuller. Back to Trujillo, and Trujillo is fouled by Beatty.
Not the guy they want to put on the line, though.
Trujillo 3 for 4 tonight. His only points at the free throw line. And like you said, Steve, not a terrific shooting night for La Cueva. Only 52 points. They've gotten their scoring from Butler and Bramlett.
Good combo right there.
As Trujillo gets the first, pushes the lead back to 7.
That's 3 possessions. So, you know, like I said, I've seen it once in my career, actually twice in my career, coming back from 8.
Eagles with 1 minute left. Beatty, 3 missed short. Hernandez saved it off Orell. It'll be Hobbs basketball, baseline inbounds, 59 seconds. They trail by 8.
That was just a great save right there. Great hustle by Hernandez, and a little life steal for Hobbs, and they got an easy one, and they missed it. Oh, what a great opportunity for Hobbs.
Braddock Beatty is going to go to the line. He's perfect from the charity stripe. 6 points on the night for the senior. Beatty can once again get the lead to 6. If you're Hobbs, you don't want to foul Trujillo. He's been hot from the line tonight. He's 5 for 6. As Beatty gets the first, cuts the lead to 7.
Now Hobbs just needs to stop right now, and let's see if La Cueva is going to attack in attacking mood, or they're going to, you know, play possession ball right here and pull it out a little bit.
Butler secures the rebound. Cooper, that's a guy to foul right there. He's only 2 for 3 on the season as Butler catches, and immediately he's fouled by Hernandez. And Butler, I have him 4 for 7 from the free throw line tonight. We mentioned a 59% free throw shooter on the season.
So that could be a good option for Hobbs, is what you're saying.
He hasn't been great on the season, hasn't been great tonight. First one rims out. The lead still 7 for La Cueva. And Josiah Clay checks back in for Hobbs.
Let's see if the Eagles decide to go for 3 or go downhill. 8 points, 3 possession game.
Clay inbounds to Soria.
They just don't want to foul and put them on the line.
Kicks Proby. Drives the lane. The left-handed scoop won't go. Beatty the follow. He left it short. Beatty looking for Proby underneath. Hernandez runs it down, saves it to Proby. Left corner. Step back blocked by Orell. Back to Beatty, and Beatty is fouled. He's going to go to the line.
Well, that's what they didn't want to do, is put him on the line. The clock is their ally.
Beatty's been good from the line tonight. He's going to get 2 more, can get the lead to 5. That's a 2-possession game, Steve. As the first one rims out. Got to think Hobbs may be running out of gas a little bit too, Steve.
Well, they got all night to rest.
Yeah.
They don't. This is not the time.
So Beatty's going to get 1 more. Can get the lead to 7. It's good. Mora will come in to replace Josiah Clay. So Cooper 2 for 3 on the season. Butler, we mentioned 60%. Colin Arell 6 of 10, 60% from the free throw line.
They got deep. If they look up the deal, they got Butler down. There it is.
And we're going to have a timeout. LaCueva. It was getting close to a 10-second count. The lead is 7 for the Bears, 25 seconds. We'll be right back.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
In New Mexico, we celebrate our unique tradition, culture, and legacy. And we celebrate our game. The 20th annual Isleta New Mexico Bowl, Saturday, December 27th at University Stadium. Be there. Visit NewMexicoBowl.com. This is a place steeped in tradition. We celebrate our culture, our land, and our game. Tradition.
Welcome back to West Mesa High School. 23 seconds to play.
They didn't foul him. Oh, too much time.
Bramlett gets hit, and that was about 8 seconds off the clock.
Yeah, it's going to be really hard for the Eagles to get back into these, makes these 2 free throws. That's probably the dagger in the game right there.
Bramlett, a 53% free throw shooter. He's 17 of 32 coming into this game. He's 1 for 1 tonight.
Now, Hobbs has got to get the ball up quickly. Shoot a 3, make the 3, steal the ball, hit a 3, steal the ball again, and hit a 3, all in 17 seconds.
A lot would have to go well.
That would tie it. There's one.
Soria too strong off the backboard as Bramlett's going to be grabbed by Proby.
Well, I tell you what, it's where this game has really been at. It's going to end up, 10 or 11 points. That's where it was, been the whole game.
Yep, it was LaCueva from the jump. They went up 18-3. Hobbs went on a little run to close the first. And like you mentioned, Steve, really played within that 7 to 11 range. They got it about 6 here late in the fourth, but they've been playing from behind all game long as Butler gets both free throws.
That was Brantley.
Excuse me, Drew Bramlett. Thank you, Steve. Got Bramlett, game high, 19 points for LaCueva. Clay hesitates, shoots, and misses short. And that will be your final score. LaCueva defeats Hobbs 59-48 in the opening round of the APS Metro Tournament. Steve, your quick thoughts.
Well, I tell you what, a great comeback by Hobbs. They made a deal a little bit too late. But, played a good LaCueva team and a team that's going to move forward.
Stick around. We're going to have an interview with our Raising Cane's player of the game and Coach Arell. We'll be right back.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Boswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on, savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Hi, my name is Arthur Apodaca, owner of Regulated Protective Services. We're in the business of protecting you, your family, and businesses. I proudly support the youth sports of Albuquerque.
La Cueva defeats Hobbs 59-48. We're speaking with our Raising Cane's player of the game. It's Drew Bramlett. Drew, 20 points tonight. You really got it going early in that first quarter, 10 points. Talk about what your mentality was coming into this game.
I mean, I was just trying to be aggressive, getting to the basket. They didn't come to help, so I finished and got my teammates involved too.
Fourth quarter, you were big as well, man. Right around 8 points. Got it, really knocked it down at the line. Just talk about how you closed the game for your team.
I mean, you got to make free throws during the end of the game. I've been working on them. I was struggling a little bit early in the season, but we getting it going.
Defense has been good for you guys, man. I mean, that's kind of been your bread and butter. You hold this team to under 50 points. Just talk about what your mentality on that end of the floor.
I mean, that's just a big part of practice. I mean, every day we go in, we work our defense, we bust our tails. I mean, we come in the game, it's just easy to us.
Drew Bramlett, your Raising Cane's player of the game. Drew, congratulations.
Thank you.
Coach, this was a fight. You guys came out, punched Hobbs in the mouth 18-3. They kind of played the game in that 7-11 range. At the end of the day, your defense got it done.
Yeah, I mean, it might look like it, but today was a grind. You get played it a few weeks. A win's a win, true, but we got to get better.
Yeah. And talk about Butler inside. Such timely finishing, Coach. He was there on both ends of the floor. What kind of impact did he have?
Yeah, I mean, he's athletic. I don't think he had his best game. We'll look at film, but I know he'll be ready tomorrow. But he's somebody that we run through, that we can rely on in big moments, and he proved that today.
Yeah, you got contributions from a lot of guys tonight. Drew was good. He was our Raising Cane's player of the game. JoJo Sanchez came in. Peyton Fuller had some nice baskets early. He shared the basketball really well. Talk about the balance you had.
Yeah, and I think that's when we're best. That's what we talk to the kids about. We're the best when we share the basketball, and it doesn't get stuck. And I think what got us out to that early lead was transition and sharing. What led them back in was not sharing, and we'll get that taken care of.
You get the winner of Rio Rancho and West Mesa. What does your team need to do to come out with a win tomorrow?
We'll see who it goes to. You know, both teams are good. We'll stay and watch. And I mean, rebounding tonight I think hurt us. So I think tomorrow we got to put bodies on them and rebound, take care of the basketball.
Coach, congratulations. Good luck tomorrow.
Appreciate it.
La Cueva defeats Hobbs 59-48. Stay tuned. We're going to have action Rio Rancho and West Mesa coming your way. Stay with us on Game Vision and Comcast Channel 26.